Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and that PS1 intro never gets unepic. It is just so iconic. It's just burned into my brain. It's like a cool game's about to come. Even though I never had a PS1 growing up, I only ever got to play the PS1 when I visited my uncle. And me and my brother would go visit him and my aunt some summers for a couple weeks at a time, and he had a PS1 and it was great. But at home, we kind of capped out around the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis era. After that, I really moved into PC gaming. I didn't really play too many console games unless I was visiting people. And we've talked many times about how the N64 is a total black hole for me. Almost never played it. Except a few awkward times I was forced to play GoldenEye. Anyway, why am I talking about all that? Today we're playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy, of course, is a series that needs no introduction, so we won't give it one. Let's just hop right in. Final Fantasy Tactics. New game. We could go into tutorial and try and, figure stuff out and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like tutorials are made for people who haven't spent the last 7 years playing 700 different various retro video games. By God, at a certain point, the sheer amount of games we've played should allow me to figure out whatever a game has to offer. It is absolutely stunning when you think about it that I still cannot figure out the occasional game. I mean, how many games does a person have to play before they don't need a tutorial? But anyway, blah, 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 backstory. The Final Fantasy series, we've played a few games of these over the years. And Final Fantasy is one of those interesting series where, like, every game kind of just totally breaks the continuity. No, wait, what? Did I just accept that? Okay, I don't know. January 10th. I wanted to change my name, but I guess that's not in the cards. Yeah, Final Fantasy is one of those interesting series. I mean, I'll be honest, I have never kept up with any of the stories of Final Fantasy, so I might be totally off on this. Maybe they're the most intricately connected series of video games ever, and I'm clueless. But from what I've heard and the limited stories I've seen, I think they're all relatively independent stories that have some connection, and I don't know the games well enough to know what that connection is. Sort of like how all the Legend of Zelda games are essentially standalones, and there's a few that directly connect, but for the most part they don't really. And there have been several attempts to put them into timelines and stuff, by fans. And honestly, I think it was cooler when they couldn't really be placed in a coherent timeline, and they were just like, just a bunch of Zelda games. They don't have to make a ton of sense. But I think fans were trying to put it on a timeline at one point, and I think Nintendo caved and then put it on an official timeline, and it had like time travel and stuff mixed in. Oh, this is cool, like riding on a chicken thing. I'm pretty sure that is iconic to Final Fantasy, riding on a chickadee or whatever. But I think Nintendo actually caved and like forced the games into a timeline. But frankly, I feel like that was a rare instance where Nintendo actually caved to fan pressure. And I think the Legend of Zelda game should have just stayed timeless, sort of like in how Mad Max. The Mad Max movies actually don't really fit into a coherent timeline either. And George Miller, the creator of Mad Max, has literally said his idea of what Mad Max really is the legends, the stories that people tell each other around a campfire in the apocalypse, as opposed to like somebody who's actually doing all these things. So I feel like Legend of Zelda easily could have taken that tact and just sort of been a timeless mythos, and each game was like a different part of that mythos, but they didn't necessarily even fit together, different games. But I don't know. Anyway, that's just me. I guess if I want a game to work that way, I gotta get off my lazy keister and build a game, which funnily enough I actually am, if you're following the Battletech Battlemercs thing. But anyway, I'm not making a Legend of Zelda style game, so I should probably just shut up and accept them for what they are. Ooh, this is kind of an interesting art style, actually. It's sort of 2D, but that's been 3D-ified. Princess Ovelia, let's go. Princess Ovelia, just a moment, Agrius. I have to stand here for a few more minutes for some reasons. The guards have arrived. Don't give Agrius trouble. Please hurry. Well, that is really cool art. I wonder how they did that. Because it is like 2D meets 3D. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I guess I should be reading all this. I'm too fixated on when the camera rotates, so I'm trying to like look at the sprites and scrutinize what's actually happening. It's happening too quickly though, my eyes can't make heads or tails of it. I think the sprites just have like 32 angles of perspective, and as the camera rotates, they're just showing the angle that makes the most sense. And other than that, the background is clearly in 3D. Alright, off we go. Trouble's a brewing. Oh god. Although, I don't know, right there, we sort of zoomed above the sprites. I have no idea what's going on with those sprites. They defy all logic of 2D-ness. That is, yeah, okay, no, they're 3D. They've got to be. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Game is warping my mind. Gultana Knight. Knave, there's no point in resisting. Just give us the princess and that beautiful face of yours. Hey, don't talk about my beautiful face. I'll talk about your beautiful face. Okay. Now, as a tactics game, we have played many of these over the years. They've come in many different shapes and forms. I forget the name of every single one we've played up until this point. But I know we have played it, so as a tactical game, we will actually get to position our characters on the battlefield and perform actual attacks. As opposed to more classic Final Fantasy, where your guys all stand in a line and they kind of wait till their energy builds up and then they do an attack and then they get back in line, you know. So in the traditional Final Fantasy games, the board doesn't make any difference because there is no board. But in a tactics game like this, you actually have to position your units. And terrain matters, and area of effect spells will only affect units that are actually close to each other. So I think personally I like the tactical, the sort of tactical version of these games more. I think it's, yes. Attack. There's nobody close enough to attack. Guts. I will yell. Specify the target you wish to yell at. You yell at this guy, make him feel real bad about himself. Hey, I can't... What is happening here? Okay, hold on. The arrows and stuff don't seem to be working right. That doesn't work. I'm so confused. Alright, let's just yell at this guy. Execute the action. Ah! Hey, buddy! You suck! I leveled up from doing that? Alright, whatever. So confused as to these. Like, the left button doesn't seem to work. Did I configure my controller incorrectly? I must have. Hold on. We gotta test this out. I might have to reconfigure my controller. Stasis sword. Blah! Damn, she leveled up too. We were all right at the edge of leveling. Okay, I thought I was gonna get to control more of these guys, but they seem to all be under computer control. She threw a stone. That's awesome. I mean, that's what you gotta do in these fights. Don't pull any punches. Alright, he hit us for 18 JPs. This guy's gonna at us. Coming in. This guy is also atting us. Oh! 24, 12 XPs, 13 JPs. It's a bloodbath. It's coming in for the 16, 12, 11 JPs. Whoa, I don't even know what a JP is, frankly. Okay. Oh no, wait, I can't control this guy either. Fire! Can you throw a fireball right next to that girl who's right in front of him? Well, I guess it didn't hurt him. Alright. Oh man, that guy took 2 arrows, damn. Guy's in like a bear suit. Nice sword. Yeah, what an attack, man. That like summons a sword from the ethereal dimension. Slices into you. Am I even gonna get another turn to figure out if my left button works? It may or may not be in the cards, as it turns out. Weasels. I don't even know which character I am, honestly. Oh, it's me. Okay, move. Okay, the left button does not work. Okay, I gotta reconfigure this. Alright, now the true test. Ah, it works, alright. I thought there was something where, like, if your cursor moved down a hill, it couldn't get back up. It was very confusing. Alright, so who do we got? Can I rotate the camera, by the way? Oh, I totally can. This is cool. Where did the main bad guy go? Oh, he's right behind me. Okay. We're gonna get this guy. Move. We already yelled at him. Move there. Wait, move. There. Yes. Act. Attack! This douche. Right in the back. Execute the attack. Oh! Didn't do anything. And yeah, now I can move in all 4 directions. Alright. Pro tip, it is good to be able to press left on the D-pad while you're playing a video game. Turns out that button is sometimes quite important. Life is short. Barry, steady sword. Oh man! Why don't I have cool attacks like that? Maybe I do. I should check my spell menu. Oh, she hit him with a stone. If that killed him, I would have been super jealous. Comes another guy. He's blinking a C at her. Guy. Also blinking a C. Now, what that does... whatever. Fire! Feels like these bad guys are just fighting a losing battle. They should probably flee. I don't want to play the game for them, but... oh, man! That one guy is quite injured, though. Oh, was that me? You dick. Get over here and kill this guy for me, will you guys? Night sword. That's just overkill. That guy's injured. Should have attacked a stronger dude. Man, we're still leveling up. Again, I don't want to play the game for the opponent, but if I were you, might the hell out of here. It's interesting how you get experience for doing an attack, not necessarily killing an enemy. Which kind of makes sense. That just attacking gives you a bit of experience. Although, successfully attacking, aka killing an enemy, seems like it should be the most valuable. By the way, there was an auto attack, auto battle mode. So if like this is too much work for you, I guess you just click the auto battle and off you go. Wish. We wish for a better attack. Alright, here you go, buddy. Bringing the pain train. Feels like 86 hit points. Can somebody else attack this guy too? Why are we all attacking the henchman? Ace of sword. I feel like these henchmen are just... they're an inch away from dying. And we can all gang up on this dude. Alright, somebody kill somebody, please. Or heal somebody. Fire! This guy does the least amount of damage, I think. Yeah, he does like 10 damage points per attack or something pitiful. Here we go, we need this guy. Bring the night sword. 42, yeah, we killed him! Go team. We should all get in the center of the map and high five together, guys. Everybody line up, let's do a high five. Okay, they're potioning each other. And now we can come over here and put the finishing blow on this guy. Down you go, my friend. Yay, we just killed a kid! And their bodies teleport away like they are Borg. And the first encounter ever of the Borg. Every time a Borg died, another one would just show up, and then when they were done, all the dead bodies just teleported back. Because if you were technologically sophisticated like the Borg, you wouldn't just want your technology lying around for anyone to grab. You don't leave your dead? Come on. Why should I listen to you? What an annoying princess. Also, oh, is he gonna punch her? Oh my god! He just punched her in the gut. I mean, she was being annoying, but I feel like that's a bridge too far. Blame yourself. Or God. Whoa. I wasn't paying attention to the story now, but is this game like anti-God? Maybe I should pay attention. Oh, God. We should pray, guys. Forget the high five. Let's all get together and pray. Welcome to the world of tactics. All right, as an opening demonstration of the tactics, it seemed fine. I'll be interested to sort of get my paws on a party that I can control and try and figure out some strategies, some basic strategies. Oh my god, this is like the slowest writing out of text ever. Many soldiers who return. Can we skip this? We literally can't. I'm pressing every button. Did I slow it down? What is happening? Little money. And less loyalty to the crown. Many became thieves and rebels, plotting rebellion against the royal family. Oh god, there's another page of this. Time of the rough. Like, this is extreme. I complained sometimes about dialogue, that there's too much of it in games. But at least you can choose to skip it or speed it up. Nothing I do does anything. It's like when you're standing at a crosswalk and you're pressing that crosswalk button, and you always kind of wonder, does this actually do anything? Because, like, you know the light's going to change eventually, just cause. It's like, sometimes I wonder if they put the buttons there like placebos. This makes you feel better that you're pressing something. Oh, finally. I heard another, like, why couldn't the text go like that? And heard another wagon bound for Egros was attacked. Must have been the Death Corps. Sounds like the most hardcore mercenary group you can get into. Alright, so they're all talking. Princess Larg is coming to town. It's a weird name. The Hukutan Knights. Everybody fall in! I'm part of some sort of royal guard. Wait, isn't this the guy we were fighting? You have a mission. As you know, barbarians are rapidly increasing here. Creatures Death Corps detest the royal family. We cannot overlook them. But I'm confused. Wasn't I just fighting this guy? Probably all explained in the story, which I skipped. Maybe he was just there to, like, spar with us, to, like, test our mettle. Or something. Sure, let's save our game. Memory card slot number 1. Spot number 1. We're all saved up, Chief. Alright. A level 1 Ramza. Wonder if we can change her name. Abilities. Leather hat. Battle boots. She's got guts. This kid has gusto. Oh look, and here are all the... Wait, we have different characters? Okay. Start to end. Can I like assign different people? Oh, I totally can. Okay. Why don't you guys all come? Capacity 5. Okay. Wait, I'm bringing a chemist who's kind of brave, but he has faith. Ramza has a lot of faith. Faith outshines their bravery a lot. I don't know. Oh, I should look at the levels. Okay. Level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. Okay, they're all the same. Well, I don't know what anyone does, but we're going with the chemist, squire. Can I select them? I can like move them around or something. 2 squires, 2 chemists. We got squires and chemists. Yeah, let's jump in here. Magical city of Garyland. Okay. Here we are. Thief, what's this? Just a bunch of kids. What luck? Okay, we have to do this is kill these kids. Hey, don't worry, guys. We just gotta murder a couple of kids and we're fine. We are good to go. Everybody just pick a kid and kill him. We'll get out of this in no time. Can't possibly make our situation worse to murder children. Because right now we're on the hook for petty theft, and you do not want to get caught for petty theft. Let's just graduate to child murder instead. Alright, what do you got? Oh, I thought he was going to punch him, but he actually does have a sword. That ain't cool, man. How'd that one guy get on top of the building? Seems like if you're a thief and you're trying to remain inconspicuous, climbing on top of a building in broad daylight is what you don't want to be doing. It's a little noticeable. Ramza, watch out! Don't rush them! Don't patronize me, Delita. I'm also a Baluv. The Baluv family? So you must be cadets from the military academy, snot-nosed little nobles. Silence, surrender or die in obscurity. Look at a bunch of kids like you do, bunch of spoiled punks like you'll never beat us. Kill them. Alright, so we want to go like this. Yeah. Yes, and attack this guy. 20 points of damage. It's not actually that much. We'll face that way. Okay. I guess go up here. And then basic skill. Huh. Yes, wait. Like that. Alright. This kid. I can't see stuff. These buildings are kind of like in the way. Okay. And you also. No, wait. What kind of abilities do you have? Just dashing. Wait. Move. Here. Man, she does not move far. Act. Item? This is our potion mama. Oops. You can just wait. Face this way. And one last move. This, I guess. And man, no skills of note at all. They can't throw rocks. They can't yell. Those seem like basic abilities. We literally just killed the main guy. It's pretty funny. He's like, we'll get them. They can't possibly defeat us. Oh God, I've been stabbed in the gut. It hurts so bad. I'm bleeding out. Ow. You biatch. Attack her. Yeah. Now can I run away? I can. And face this way. Okay, now. Yes. Attack. We want to attack her. 18. Alright, she's almost dead. And I guess Potion Mama will go over here. Kinda wish I didn't bring her along. Kind of a wasted slot. Need fighters, man. Need people who can kick butt and take names. Move like this. Wait. Up here. And attack that guy. Do it. He has 37 hit points. Now he has 21. It's interesting how, like, there definitely are, like, oh, you dick, choke points and stuff like that. Like, it is actually hard to melee an enemy to death because it's like sometimes there's no spots where you can, like, all stand. Oh my god, that guy can go in the water? Wait, I didn't even know you could go in the water. Okay, that does change things a little bit. Let's see. I guess it's her turn first. I mean, she can attack, so let's get her in the mix. Oh, she's just so damn slow, though. Okay, move. Gonna move right here. You think it's cool to attack people in the back, eh, buddy? Well, what if I attack you in the back? Yeah, I leveled up for doing that. I do like how you can just level just randomly. Not randomly, but you level through attacks rather than kills. Oh, running away, eh? Well, running won't save ya. Well, I can't see what I'm doing. Yes. Attack. Only have 19 hit points. Kill him! Ah! He's so close to dying. This guy. Gonna come over here to kill this one. Executor. Yeah! 2 down. Again, I don't want to tell the thieves their business, but if I were them, I would be fleeing. He has 7 hit points left. You know what? I'm gonna attack him. Execute him. Lop off his head and send it to his mother in a body bag. Okay, and the old lady literally can't move anywhere. Yeah, so she'll move over here. Wait. I like how the guy who's like, don't rush them, is like hanging back doing absolutely nothing. I guess actually he's gonna help defend this guy. Roberto leveled up. Come get me, punk. 3 points of damage. Sucks to be you because now you're gonna die. I wonder if you can surround them to the point where like they can't get away. That'd be kind of cool. Back. Only 8 points of damage, eh? I also wonder if you do less damage when you are like below a guy. Like if being on higher terrain you do more damage or something. Man, I just iced 2 people. Let's see. This way. Select. So she wants to. Here. Wait. Attack. Execute. What are these numbers next to all the corpses too? It almost looks like they're gonna revive in like a couple of turns. Stay there. Got the milkmaid here. Just wait her turn. Alright, guest. Alright, Roberto, what's your plan, man? Dash. Oh! I see. Well, that is a pretty good plan. Gotta give it to Roberto. Didn't think he had it in him. Unfortunate for him, it was all a trap. You're mine now, Roberto. You and your scumbag dash attack. Guy has a 0 next to his body, so I'm just gonna like see he has a 0 right there. I'm just gonna see what happens. He comes back. I want to be there to punch him again. Alright, let's wish. Target. Okay, there's no target in range. Nobody's in range of my wish. Yeah. Okay, hold on. We want to move this guy out of harm's way. Maybe the maid can help him. Wait. Anderson dropped a treasure box. What? Oh my god, there's a treasure box there. Well, we'll leave that to somebody else. Let's see if we have anything to do. Potion. Probably a waste to use it in a battle we're about to clearly win, but... Potion! Oh, the power of potion has healed me. Yeah, I leveled up for doing that. Okay, maybe that's worth it. Right, this guy is still doing nothing. Helping in no way whatsoever. Yes. Received clothes. Wait, so we killed that guy and then his body faded away and then we took his clothes. Makes sense. Yeah, what are you gonna do, buddy? You got 3 turns until we take all your clothes too, man. Let's just say when it comes to our enemies, we not only kill them, we leave them nude. Lying in the streets. There we go. Quick, get his clothes! Why do you continue to commit acts like robbery? You wouldn't have died this way if you led an honest life. Yeah, we straight up murdered all those thieves. Dead to the bone. The battle is complete. We got some gills. 500 gills. And 2,000 gills. A mithril knife, a phoenix down, and a potion. Okay. And I think in a game like this, obviously the tactics are going to get more sophisticated as you level up. You know, the more abilities you have, the more specializations your characters have, the different kind of attacks and stuff. Definitely, I could see more advanced tactics emerging. I mean, we'll see how far we get. I mean, truthfully, geez, it's been like half an hour. We may only get a couple more battles in before we end up calling it. But I at least want to see a little bit more tactics in my Final Fantasy tactics here. It's always nice to hit a point in a game where you're like, whoa, I get it. You know, like some games, they start off slow. They seem like, oh, I've played many games like this before. And then you hit a point where you're like, whoa, there's actually a really cool mechanic that shows up like half an hour into a game or something like that. Makes it quite interesting. So I always like to try and give games their fair share. I mean, I'm sure there are games where I've played like an hour or two, but if I play for a few more hours, I would hit a really cool point. I mean, you know, we don't get that far in some of these bigger games, but at least as far as gameplay, I feel like most games, they're going to show you their coolest gameplay in about the first hour, because like if they hide it at the end of the game, most people will never see it. And, you know, games live or die on their gameplay. I know it actually, yeah, now that I think about it, it's like a good game has to have good gameplay. It can also have a good story, and it can be like an epic game. But a game with a good story but bad gameplay, probably people don't play. And I can't think of too many examples of games that I know that have like bad gameplay but really good stories. And I'm like, get over the gameplay. It's a good game, you know? Because it's like, no, I guess I just wouldn't play those games. You know, they just don't get passed on and people don't know about them. But I wonder what the game with the worst gameplay but best story out there actually is, because I bet there is one somewhere. But I've obviously never played it. I can't even think of one. This guy, the father has no nose, by the way. Like, look at this guy, Zalbag. Yo, Bags, where's your nose at? Wait, Zalbag and Balbanes. These are crazy names. Take care of Ramza. He may be your half-brother, but he is my own flesh. Okay, so I think our father's dying. Possibly unrelated to our brutalization of the thieves, but I'm not entirely ruling it out at this stage. He may have died of a broken heart. If he saw what we did to those thieves. It's like, my son's a murderer. He beats people to death in the streets for their clothes. It's the Belouvre way. Alright, on and on. I'm sure this is some, like, highly emotional, dramatic scene. And people who like this game are like, man, what a thoughtful scene. And I'm just like, is the dialogue over yet? Like, just totally disrespectful. Oh man, I'm like the gaming equivalent of like that jackass that sits in a movie theater, like laughing out loud at jokes on the screen, you know? And actually, I don't know why, I definitely shouldn't be proud of that. Maybe it's a sign that I need to try harder. But I don't know. If there was a little bit of story, I think we could pay more attention to it. When there's too much story, though, it just... If we read, like, we would have been able to fight only a single battle, you know? And I want to give this game a fair share of battle fighting. Alright, let's bring all of our level 2s. I kind of want to scrap that milkmaid, though. Gwen the chemist might have been her. Fawn the squire. Let's bring all the squires in the battle. Cookie? Alright, Cookie. Oh. Can't have her. Sorry, Cookie. Not this time. She's like, I'm ready. I'm ready for battle. We're like, Cookie, there's a lot you need to know about battle. You're definitely not. Don't worry, though. You will be. You will be, Cookie. Vandalia Plain. This is definitely a far more linear game than most Final Fantasies. A lot of Final Fantasies give you an open world to roam around, and you have like random encounters and stuff like that. Maybe this game will get there eventually, but so far this has seemed very linear. Still breathing. What'll we do? Don't be stupid. We just need to get to the marquee. Right. Hey, don't blame us. Blame fate. Are they robbing that guy? It's the Hokutin Knights. Death Corps? They're attacking someone? Our duty is to destroy the Death Corps. About saving that bro. Don't disgrace the Knights. Saving him comes first. Don't worry, we'll kill them in due process of saving that guy. Save Algus. Alright, Algus, on your feet, buddy. We got ya. Hey, they have a dog. Kind of badass. Thank God. Thank the gods. Oh, man. We definitely got to save this guy. Algus the Squire, get over here, bro. Want some? 10 JPs. That guy's like noping out. Yeah, you better fall back, punk. We will kill you. We just killed a gang of thieves for looking at us funny in town, man. We'll ice all of you guys. They said not to rush in, but I'm gonna rush in. What's the worst that can happen? Execute. Stay like that. Move. Here. I wish there was like a defense mode, like when you've moved somewhere and you want to, like, you know, be defensive. That's pretty good. Like, it'd be nice if when you moved and you couldn't attack someone because you weren't in range, you could go into, like, basically a defensive posture. Gain some sort of bonus for waiting. I guess you could act. What can I do? A dash? Nobody's in dash range. Just wait. I guess this is why you're not supposed to rush in. Because then the enemy gets the first strike. Yes, wait. Alright, dog. That is a crazy looking dog. Oh, nice hit, buddy. And this guy's still cowering. And... alright, here comes the first strikes. Hopefully they distribute their attacks across my characters. So my strategy in games like this is to focus fire down enemies. That's basically how you win in games like this. It's better to have a bunch of characters who all have really little hit points than one or two characters that are basically max health and a bunch of others that have died. So that is the strategy we're using here. But this guy is literally... Anton the Squire is literally about to die. So let's see. I guess I want to attack this guy. Execute! Okay, and now I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Flee as far as the wind will take me. Move there. I guess maybe I should have had a wet nurse, because then she could have healed my dude. Okay, is there anyone? There's no one to attack. How about move over here? And now we can attack this guy. Alright. Boom! Dead, buddy! Alright. Yeah, they got a couple sucker punches on that one guy of mine, but they're not going to get away with it. Now, I'm going to move here and see if I can actually use... No. Use an item. I cannot. Okay. I can throw a stone, though. Okay, so the... I just assumed every character could use a potion. I didn't think it was all that special. Oh, I hit my own guy. Oops. All right, we've learned a couple things. One is line of sight matters when you're throwing stones. Two is you actually do want characters who can heal. Just having offensive characters puts you in a position where once a character is injured, there's not much you can do. So, okay, we've learned some things. Let's kill this guy. Kablamo! And then move. Gonna move here. And I will face this way. My dog, bring it. Oh, that dog seems relatively neutral. Is that guy literally fleeing? Are you gonna heal me? He's wishing! I wish he wasn't so hurt. Hey, the wish helped. I wish my wishes did that. You guys remember getting, like, wishbones when you were a kid? If, you know, you're having, like, turkey at Thanksgiving or something, your parents would save the wishbone, and then you could, like, go and snap it and make a wish. Or making wishes on your birthday or something like that. I mean, obviously, it's just sort of like a little bit of silly fun, but, I don't think I ever took wishing too seriously, but I definitely, like, thought through, like, wishes. I was like, what should I wish for, you know? And you would make a wish. Kind of funny that you just did that, and you didn't really think through the mechanics of whether it... I mean, I guess you just assumed it worked. Sort of. Again, I don't think I really thought too much of wishing as a kid. I definitely wasn't like, oh, the thing you wish is 100% going to come true, but I still was like, I don't know, like I want my wish, you know? Your birthday wish, it was a thing. Did any of you guys like actually like really believe in wishes? Or maybe you still do, I don't know. Maybe you know something old Gaming Jay doesn't. Oh, suck that stone, man. I feel like getting hit with a stone in the face would hurt quite a bit. And I'm just assuming those shots are going for the face, because frankly, that's what I would do if I were these guys. Okay, maybe she's gonna come and chase down, the guy is clearly trying to flee. And that dog is just useless. Not doing a damn thing, that's for sure. Okay, can we... Oh, there is a defend! Oh! Specify the direction. I will defend in this direction. Oh my god, the thing... I guess I just should be looking at all the options before I just make assumptions about things that are actually in this game or not. So, if I act... See, now, certain characters can defend, certain characters can't. I guess I should... I can throw a stone. Oh, he's barely out of range. You got lucky, punk. Alright, let's start attacking this dog. Hey, pooch! 10 experience points for that. Whipping a stone at a dog. I've learned something. I'm now more wise. Oh, you think that's cool, don't you? You think that's cool, don't you? Damn it, I still can't get him. Can come and get this dog, though, so that's what I'm gonna do. Attack the pooch. Oh, man! That was a hardcore... I'm sorry, dog. I'm literally sorry. That was actually a pretty brutal attack. Guess what, buddy? I'm coming for your butt. Brutal. Fatal butt attack. Alright, so that gang of thieves that wanted to kill this guy, they are in... Oh my god, he killed him. Good job, pal. Feel bad killing the dog, but... Oh, it finally attacked me. Okay, I don't feel bad killing it anymore. I mean, we've basically beaten it within an inch of its life, so it could just be self-defense at this point. Arguably, the dog is just defending itself. But, defend. There we go. This dog is perched in an awkward spot. It's hard to attack. Let's throw a stone at him. Here, Poochie, Poochie, Poochie! Stoned to death. Are you okay? Barely, but the Marquis. Marquis? You mean Marquis Elmdor? I don't know what they're talking about. Who are you? Military cadets. We're here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And we are all out of bubblegum. By the way, that is not a Duke Nukem 3D quote. Fun fact. Those of you listening might have thought, it's a Duke 3D quote. How quaint. That is a quote from the movie They Live. John Carpenter movie. Starring, what's-his-face? The wrestler guy, and what's-his-face? The dad from, what about... Something about Mary. Keith... something. The black guy, he's bald. If you haven't seen it, They Live. Kind of a weird, old, campy, but also good movie. Has a hilarious, like, 7-minute fight scene in the middle of it that's just two middle-aged guys wailing on each other. It's pretty good. They parodied it in South Park years and years ago. See, you come to my channel for this sort of like off-the-cuff random trivia. Duke Nukem 3D, actually, as a kid, I always remember liking Duke 3D, but I know a lot of people, a lot of like writers and stuff were pissed at it because he did just kind of steal lines. Like there's a bunch of other lines that he has that he stole from Ash from Evil Dead. But yeah, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. That line was literally stolen from They Live. Anyway. Alright. I kind of was not paying attention to that, so I think he's gonna join us or something. He seemed pretty good at fighting, so I hope he does. Hope he does join. I'd be down with having that guy in our team. But we are definitely gonna bring along a nurse of some kind who can heal our characters. Keep them lively. I will trade one offensive unit for a healer. Seems like a good trade to me. Alright, all sitting around eating dinner. I hear you beat the first troops. I'm proud to be your brother. Senior statesman spoke highly of you. You are truly descended of the Belouvs. Thank you. Are you happy? Oh, yes, I am. Thank blah, 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 blah. I've already had Zalbag send out a search party. Probably demand a ransom if he's still alive. Please let me. I have 100 soldiers. Dice Darg. I like how they're all sitting around this table, very medieval style, like hatching plans and schemes and plots. They're looking at a map and moving like chess pieces along about where their armies are going to go, where they will attack and murder the thieves that have wronged them so. Something like that. They might have just been having dinner also. I really love the graphical style of this game. It's quite neat. One complaint I have is that when you rotate the camera, it rotates in like 90-degree intervals. And so sometimes it can be hard to like see behind something that's in the way. It would be nice if the camera could rotate like, you hold L or R and it just rotates 1 degree at a time almost, like a very smooth rotation, rather than like locking to the next 90 degrees. He's giving us some kind of like sob story here. Throwing a rock. Blah, 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 blah. Also very interesting terrain too. Some sort of like aqueduct or something. Hello! We're over here! Can you see us? It'd be funny if we had to fight these girls. A battle breaks out. So some of the other games we've played that have been like this, one, like again, I don't remember the names of any of them. It all just blurs together at this point, you know, in our quest. but I definitely remember one that stood out. We were fighting penguins. There was like little penguins, and when you killed them, they exploded or something like that. And there was another one where you started off as a kid in a school getting detention in summer school, and you had to go to the library and get sucked into a book. And then you landed, and there was a giant chicken creature you had to fight, and it was, again, a tactical game like this. So I guess this is part of a whole genre of sort of JRPG tactical style games. Yeah. So there's no other thought to that thought. It kind of ended there, and I didn't know what else to say. Don't worry, I'll be okay. They're just dirty thieves. We'll slaughter them all and bring honor to the countryside. Let's go. Something wrong? She has been picked on at school because of her rank. Sorry, I shouldn't have worried you like that. Teta will be okay. I'll be there for her. Trust me, alright? Sure. You got this, kid. See ya. Maybe she's not gonna be okay. Just standing in the wind. Dress gusting. It is also impressive to see. So this is a PS1 game. And again, it's a mix of 2D and 3D. The PS1 obviously was a much more powerful system than like the previous generation. So like the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. So it was a jump forward in terms of, you know, capacity. And it's kind of interesting to see like a lot of PS1 games were 3D. And so the system was like working at max capacity to draw like relatively poor 3D by today's standards. Like it's not bad in the grand scheme of things, but it's like, you know, relatively low polygon count by today's standards. But it's interesting to see what kind of sprite-based game the PS1 could handle. Because again, it was leagues above the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis and stuff. So it's just kind of interesting to see, you know, sprite-based games being handled by a powerhouse. Anyway, let's bring a chemist. We only have one chemist, eh? Or did we already bring one? Okay, we have Squire, chemist. Okay, but I feel like she is a good fighter. I don't want to get Cookie in the mix, but I guess it's too late for that. Alright. I wish we could bring all our characters. I feel like I'm only leveling up like 3 or 4 of them, but I would love to bring them all so they could all get leveled up. The Swiggy Woods. I guess what you probably want to do is level up some characters and then have like another side crew that you're sort of swapping in and out so that you rotate around the experience a bit. But oh, we're finally fighting monsters. Things are getting real. What rotten luck, meeting monsters in a place like this. Don't gripe, Algus. It's better than guarding a castle. This is a matter of life and death. How can you say that? Alright, let's see how this battle goes. This will either be our last battle or our second last one. If we die, it's definitely our last battle. These monsters look a little more intimidating. Alright. 6 of us versus 6 of them. 2 of my characters, though, are controlled by the CPU. Makes me only semi-trust their decision-making abilities. Oh, but if you're gonna throw stones... Oh my god, that was like a critical stone throw hit. Like, knocked the dude back. That is a hardcore stone, man. Let's just say that guy got stoned. Okay. Can I throw a stone? Yes, I can! Oh, but I can't... Can I undo my move? I cannot. Alright, just wait. I wish you could, like, undo a move if you realize, like, you didn't move close enough to the enemy. Okay, can I can wish. Okay. Let's wait then, I guess. Form up! Form battle lines! Everybody in formation! Yes. Ah. Oh, but I can defend. in this direction. Here's our designated healer. You just wait. So we got like trolls or something. We got floating fireballs. And we got another dog of some kind, or like a jackal or something. Okay, no character. Thankfully, wait, did that guy say he's a bomb? His unit type is bomb. Wait. Hold on, there's a red panther. I gotta see what these goblin things are. It's all happening so fast on the computer's turn. Okay, hold on. We got... What is this thing? A goblin. A bomb. His ability is a bite and self-destruct. That doesn't bode well for us. And the red panther. Alright, we're just fighting a couple of bombs. No big deal. So, I don't understand. Should we try and kill the bombs first? Move. I guess we're gonna go in for the bomb attack. Yes, attack. Like, this could be suicide, potentially. Okay. And wait in that direction, move. Here. Hey, did that guy kill that goblin? He totally did. The goblin might be the weak point. Ooh. Oh, that bomb is sad. We got a sad... They kind of look like Slimers, actually. Attack. Item? Held a phoenix down, alright. You just hold your ground there, bud. Finish him off, dude! Yes! Alright. One bomb diffused through punching. Wait. How did we kill a goblin so fast? Those goblins have like 50 hit points, it looks like. Tackle. They're trying to hug us aggressively! Everyone get down! Right. Dog is hanging back. No, the dog is poisoning us. Missed. Uh-oh, we're kind of getting swarmed here. What does equip change do? Oh, you can actually equip things, but it doesn't matter because there's absolutely no... You just wait. Just keep waiting. Let's see what the AI does. Yeah, I think it's going to focus the bombs down because they're the biggest threat. Oof. Definitely going to have to heal that guy. Yeah, see, like, I can't really see what I'm doing here because that tree's, like, in the way. Guess we'll go over here. I could throw a stone. Oh, we dash. Execute. Boom. Okay, so I guess the point of dashing is to just move enemies out of the way. But really what we want to do is kill the bomb. Pretty sure I'm targeting it? I think I am, yeah. Down you go. Alright, the two bombs are dead. Alright, that's good, because they... I was kind of worried they would explode and kill us all. Probably wouldn't have killed us all, just done damage to us, but still. It's better when you kill enemies. You can see them. Alright, got that one. Like, yeah, this tree is just in the way, and the scroll rotation doesn't help. So yeah, I would say my only, like, major complaint of gameplay-wise is the camera angles are oddly poor. Which is interesting, considering the game is so simple in some ways. Item. Potion. Oh, that guy's just barely out of range. He's the only one of our guys who really needs a potion, though. Don't want to use it on the enemies. Yeah. Okay, instead just attack the dog. Here, Poochie. Oh, 12 points of damage! Oh, Gwen is actually not bad. I wasn't bothering to bring her in. Eye gouge. Wasn't bothering to bring Gwen into the fight because she seemed like the healer. So I just assumed she wouldn't be that good, but I shouldn't assume. Tackle. Stop hugging us! I don't want hugs. What does 2H mean? Oh, we're getting attacked. I guess these are more like leopards or something. They're not dogs at all. 1H. Gonna finish this guy off. Damn. Delete is kind of a beast. Okay. Attack this guy. Ow! Prick. Okay, we'll move over here. I shouldn't have done that because I blocked the way for this. This guy got to come up and attack the goblin from behind, but I screwed it all up. Oh, damn it! I leveled up from that. Thanks, I guess? Move. Oh, it is actually really hard to see where I'm going sometimes. Wait. Where this guy goes. Oh my god, he turned into a skull. Okay, act, item, potion. I think we want to heal her. Yeah, we're gonna heal her. You're healed! Healing power of potion. Let's get the hell out of here. Guess I could have moved towards the other guy who needs healing, but whatever. Stay away from my eyes. These goblins fight dirty, man. They are dirty. They're a dirty race. My guys turn out to be incredibly racist against goblins and goblin kind. Basic skill. I feel like I'm always mispositioning my characters. That guy is like oddly being sheepish considering how powerful he is. He could probably kill this goblin in his next attack. Then he's leaving it to us. Good old Fawn. Fawn will just stay there. And this guy. Here? There we go. That. Ow. Kill him! Where are you going? Was he healing his brother? Oh no, he's throwing a stone. Yay! He had to back up to find a good stone, I think. Alright, we did it! We killed monsters! Just through this forest and we're almost to Dorter. Alright, we'll do one more battle, but then I think we'll call it. Yeah, I know we haven't gone too far, but just is taking so long to make it anywhere in this game. And I mean, the game ultimately is about tactics and battles, so we're getting a few in. We're getting some licks in. Ooh, okay, Swiggy Woods. The Dorter. Oh, maybe we'll just get to see a city. We haven't seen a shop or anything yet. It would be kind of cool to like end on looking at that. Nope, it's going to be a battle. All right. So let's bring in our A team. We got Anton the Squire. Wait. No, we got Morrison the squire. And Gwen the chemist. Fawn the squire. And that's it. That first battle we were allowed to take in 5. It's been 4 ever since. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, whatever. Looks good. That's my A-team, man. The main cast right there. Slums. Yeah, let's go to the slums and beat up some hobos. Let's do it. I'm on such a high from killing a bunch of goblins that... Let's just go fight some bums. Sorry, thieves. I said I don't know. Don't lie to me. I know what you did. Where's Gustav? Where? I don't know. Where's the Marquis? Where are you hiding him? Speak! Stumbled onto something here, guys. Spencer's getting beaten up by a knight. This is your last chance. Where is he? Desert. I see. In Rat's cellar. What? Damn, the Hokuten. Looks like our trip here was well worth it. I've seen him somewhere. Do you know him? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, here come some dudes. I guess we must fight. These guys are like, hey, what's going on? Hello? There's some people wandering out of their house. We just start fighting them. It's a riot in the slums. Ready? Fight! I like how everyone just sort of stands there walking in place. It's kind of funny, actually. So these are the Death Knights, I think they're saying, something like that. And he's running. He's like, I'm out. And he is also running. Alright, I guess we should all just run then. 2.5H, 3H. Redford. Are these guys supposed to be, like, we have sort of music in the background as if these guys are, like, quite intimidating, but they just look like punks to me. Oh, he's an archer, right? Oh, ow. Okay, I see. I get it. And a wizard. Wizards and archers. Okay, so hold on a second. This guy is a knight. This guy is an... Okay, so the archers actually are problematic. I'm glad those two guys are going for the archer. Who did they hit, by the way? Somebody got hit. Oh my god, they hit this guy. Well, good thing he can heal himself. Alright, it's this guy's turn. You know, I'm tempted to turn on the auto battle just to see for our last battle, but I definitely don't want that to be our last battle. So let's go here and defend. And then we'll also go here. And can I defend? No, I can't. So just wait. That. Move over here. Okay, and can I defend? No. Wait. Okay, you want to use a potion on yourself. Oh! Oh, I leveled up from that. That's sweet. Okay, and then get out of the line of fire there. Alright. Go kill that damn archer, boys. Thought you were fleeing, but makes total sense what you're doing. We'll draw their fire over here. Pretty sure they can't hit us because of the line of sight. I just want to lure them all together and then, like, pop out and mug them. Oh, he can actually hit. Nope, he can't hit us. Should we wait for them to get closer or not? My like first tactical decision. All right, let's just go for it. Kill him! 12 hit points. Now move here. Back him. And like that. He's shooting fire at... Oh, he almost killed his own buddy. We might actually lose this fight. No! Oh! Down she goes! Damn! Okay. Well, we're in a lot of trouble here, as it turns out. Tactics. Is this a fight you're supposed to lose? Can I do a basic skill? I cannot. Either you're supposed to lose this fight or my tactics just suck. Oops. Camera angles, though, are brutal, man. That item... I think Phoenix Down might revive a character. Come on! I'm back to life. Yes! Alright, kill that damn archer up there already. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, he's attacking this one? Missed! That's the first time I've ever seen one of my characters miss. No, kill the one in the top right corner. He's the biggest threat. Oh god, they're totally gonna kill this girl again. Damn! And he flees. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, well, here's my thinking. We're losing this battle. I kind of want to turn on the auto battler and just see what it does. Maybe it will just auto battle one character for one turn, or maybe it will take over the whole battle. Or maybe it will just fast forward the battle and we'll see the ending. Either way, we're in so much trouble. I don't see how we're going to win this fight. Oh! Auto battle it is, man. Auto battle it is. I totally underestimated these guys. I was like, who are these schmucks? They're not schmucks, man. They're gonna end us all. Menu. Protect allies. Save fitting. Run like a rabbit. Select unit to attack. Unit will be attacked. Okay. I don't know how this is any different than... Okay, so you can sort of like auto battle, fight for life. You can sort of like pick a target and then sort of set them on like an automated AI thing. It's kind of interesting. Oh my god, they killed the healer. So I'm pretty sure we're now outnumbered. Okay, we're definitely outnumbered. This has got to be a fight we're supposed to lose here. Oh god. Oh my god, that wizard killed the... Oh my god, wait, we have a glimmer of hope. The wizard killed himself and his buddy. Oh my god, wait. We have a glimmer of hope here. If we can kill that archer... There's 2 archers and a wizard left against 4 of my guys. The wizard's friendly fire may have cost him the game, man. Charge. Oh! Right in the back. We gotta kill that guy. Gotta kill him fast. We gotta kill him fast. No, don't kill my guy! Oh, damn it. Okay, there's just 2... At this point, we can take solace in the fact that it would have just been 2 computer AIs playing for us anyway. Like, our main characters have all died. The characters we would have controlled had we not auto-battled have died. Yes, go ahead, do another fire attack, man. I double dog dare ya. Why are you throwing a stone? Get in there and fight him. Throwing a stone and running away. And one attack on that archer and we'd have him. He has 23 hit points. We do like 25 when we attack. Oh, God. If we could one-shot the 2 archers, then I think we could stab the wizard. No, we're dead. We're 100% dead. Damn it! You stupid AIs! You could've... You had this. I have one character who has full health. Oh, and he can't even kill the archer. Can't even kill the archer. The archers just do crazy damage, actually. And so does the wizard, to be honest. He's gonna fire attack me again. Ow. That was so hilarious, the wizard killed himself and the knight. That was a good attack for me, because it killed my guy, but it also killed 2 of theirs, so... Win-win. Well, anyway, this has been Final Fantasy Tactics. An interesting tactical RPG game, I think. I don't know if we really got deep enough to see, like, how complex the tactics actually get. Oh, we were not supposed to lose that fight, FYI. We definitely did get a game over. It's appropriate. We did need to end the video, so it's appropriate we hit a level where I literally died. Yeah, my only real, like, complaint is the camera angles in this game, how it just snapped between every 90-degree increment. And it did make it hard to see what was going on in the battle. I feel like we've played other games that have been like this sort of, like, 3D tactical kind of JRPG game, and I do not remember having this much trouble trying to figure out the terrain. So I feel like maybe it's just an issue in this one, but maybe I don't remember, but it was in the other ones as well. The other thing I think I'll say about this is I'm not a Final Fantasy expert by any means, but I do like the Final Fantasy games where there's like a big overworld you can kind of roam around in and you can have random encounters and stuff. I guess a little more like the original Final Fantasies, almost like a Dragon's Quest kind of game. I know in like Final Fantasy VII and some of the more other modern ones, it's like you're running around pre-existing environments and having encounters and stuff. So I don't know if the games got more linear or what, but this definitely feels like a very linear game, and I personally like the older, like the, you know, really early Final Fantasies where they just had an open world that you could roam around in, if I'm even getting that right. I know like Dragon's Quest, you definitely could do that, and maybe I'm conflating Dragon's Quest with Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy was never like that. At the end of the day, just remember, I'm not a huge Final Fantasy buff, so if my information is only semi-correct, aka wrong, you know, it's because I don't 100% know the series. But as far as this game went, the tactics were relatively fun, relatively straightforward, and I wish I knew what I could have done better in that final battle, because I just seemed, maybe I should have leveled my guys up more. Maybe they were extremely underpowered. I don't know, but... anyway, what do you guys think about Final Fantasy Tactics? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you love this game? Do you hate this game? Do you have fond memories, tips or tricks, anything you would like to share? Please sound off in the comments down below. And other than that, whatever you think of the game, hopefully you had fun here today. If you did, don't forget to like the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So until then, my friends, you'll take care of yourselves, and peace.